It was a crisp Saturday morning, and I was in the middle of checking irrigation lines at my vineyard when a black SUV and two patrol cars came rumbling down the dirt road, dust curling behind them like storm clouds. Out stepped the infamous HOA. President Karen, oversized sunglasses, power walk attitude, and a voice that could cut glass. She didn't bother with greetings. Instead, she jabbed her finger toward one of the officers and barked, "Drag the vineyard owner here now," as if she was ordering coffee.
Oh!
The cops glanced at each other, clearly uncomfortable, but followed her toward me. Karen started ranting about unauthorized agricultural expansion, illegal fencing, and violations that could result in me being removed from the property immediately. I stood there quietly, letting her dig herself deeper, my hands still resting on the post I'd been repairing. When she demanded to see the real owner, I simply said, "You're looking at him." She snorted, muttering something about small-time farmers, and pulled out a thick stack of HOA bylaws like they were holy scripture. One of the officers politely asked for my ID, and that's when I decided to end the circus. I reached into my pocket and pulled out not just my ID, but a certified copy of the land deed. A deed that didn't just list my name as the owner of the vineyard, but as the sole owner of the entire valley, including the HOA's neatly packaged subdivision. The officer's eyes widened as he read it, then handed it back with a half smile. "Ma'am," he said to Karen, "you might want to read the fine print before calling us out here." I explained, for the record, that the HOA's land lease existed because my family had granted them use of it decades ago, and that their jurisdiction stopped well before my vineyard fence line. Karen's confidence melted faster than ice. In July, the officers excused themselves, clearly wanting no part in her power trip. I could tell she wanted to argue, but the legal reality had hit her like a freight train. Within a week, the HOA board called me to request a friendly meeting, during which I informed them that all future complaints about my vineyard were to be sent directly to my attorney. As I walked them out, I couldn't resist saying next, "Time you want to drag the owner here? Psst. Bring a bottle of wine." They haven't set foot on my property since, but every so often, I catch Karen looking toward the vineyard with that haunted expression of someone who picked a fight and found out the other side owned the battlefield.